In a small town in India lived a girl named Mira. She was only 14 years old. Mira loved simple things, drawing flowers on the ground with chalk, watching the sunset from the rooftop, and dreaming about becoming a teacher one day. But her life was not like other girls. After her father passed away, her mother remarried a man who slowly turned their home into a place of fear. The men who visited the house often looked at Mira in ways that made her uncomfortable. She was too young to understand everything, but old enough to feel that something was very wrong. Every night, she slept with fear in her heart. One evening, Mira overheard a conversation that changed everything. Her stepfather was talking to another man about sending her away to work in the city. But the way they spoke, the laughter in their voices, told her it was not going to be safe. That night, Mira made the hardest decision of her life. With nothing but a small bag, a few clothes, and 50 rupees, she quietly walked out of the house while everyone was asleep. Her legs were shaking. She didn't know where she was going. She only knew one thing. She had to run. Mira walked to the nearest bus station before sunrise and got on the cheapest bus she could find. It took her to Delhi. The city was loud, crowded, and frightening. For the first few days, Mira slept at the railway station and survived on biscuits and water. Many times she thought about giving up, but somewhere inside her heart, a small voice kept saying, "Your life is not meant to end like this." One afternoon, while sitting near a temple, a woman from a children's shelter home noticed her. The woman gently asked about her story. For the first time in months, someone listened to Mira without judgment. The shelter gave her food, safety, and something she had lost long ago: hope. They helped her go back to school. At first, it was difficult. Mira was older than many students in her class and carried painful memories. But she refused to let her past define her future. She studied late at night. She worked small jobs. And slowly, step by step, her life began to change. Years passed. The scared 14-year-old girl who once slept at a railway station grew into a confident young woman. One day, Mira stood on a stage at a community event in Delhi. But this time, she wasn't a victim. She was a speaker and social worker, helping other girls who were escaping dangerous homes. Looking at the audience, she said something simple but powerful. "Running away didn't make me weak. It saved my life. And now, I run toward my dreams." Her story spread across many communities, because sometimes the bravest thing a person can do is walk away from darkness and build a life full of light. In a small village in Rajasthan, there lived a school teacher named Raghav. He was known for his discipline and strict nature. Children feared him, but deep inside, he cared for every student like his own. One day, a new boy named Imran joined the school. He was quiet, poorly dressed, and often sat alone. His clothes were worn out, and he rarely spoke to anyone. Soon, the other children started whispering. "Maybe he's lazy," one said. "He looks like he doesn't even study," another added. Even Raghav began to form an opinion. Imran never answered questions in class, never raised his hand, and often looked distracted. Raghav thought, "This boy has no interest in learning." One afternoon, Raghav asked a difficult question. As usual, the class was silent. Frustrated, he pointed at Imran. "You, stand up and answer." Imran slowly stood up, eyes down. He said nothing. Raghav lost his patience. "If you don't want to study, why come to school? Stop wasting everyone's time." The class went quiet. Imran's eyes filled with tears, but he said nothing and sat down. That evening, as Raghav was leaving school, he saw Imran walking far away, not towards a village, but towards a dusty road leading to nearby fields. Curious, he followed him from a distance. After a long walk, Imran reached a small hut. Inside, Raghav saw something that shook him. Imran sat beside an old man lying on a cot, his father weak and sick. Imran gently fed him food, gave him medicine, and then, under a dim lantern, opened his school books and started studying quietly. Raghav stood frozen. The next day, instead of scolding, Raghav called Imran after class. In a soft voice, he asked, "Why don't you answer in class?" Imran hesitated, then spoke slowly. "Sir, I study at night. I take care of my father during the day. Sometimes I feel very tired, and I get scared to speak. I don't want to say something wrong." In that moment, Raghav felt a deep sense of guilt. He realized how quickly he had judged a child without knowing his story. From that day on, everything changed. Raghav began helping Imran personally, encouraging him, guiding him with patience. Slowly, Imran started gaining confidence. Within a year, he became one of the top students in the school. On the last day of the term, Raghav stood in front of the class and said, "Before you speak about someone, before you judge them, take a moment. You might not know the battles they are fighting." The class sat in silence, absorbing every word. And Imran? He smiled quietly, this time not with fear, but with confidence.